The UK economy contracted for the second month in a row in April in the first back-to-back fall since COVID struck in 2020 as the cost of living crisis brought Britain's pandemic recovery to an abrupt end. The Office for National Statistics, ONS, said gross domestic product, GDP, a measure of the size of the economy, fell by 0.3% in April, with all three main sectors suffering a fall in output for the first time since January 2021. Sign up to our daily newsletter. April's month-on-month drop in GDP was also the biggest contraction since January 2021 and follows a fall of 0.1% in March. Experts had been expecting growth of 0.1% in April. The ONS said it marked the first time GDP has fallen for 2 months in a row since March and April 2020, when the pandemic first hit and sent the economy tumbling. The falling figures have sparked fears of a recession, but what does that actually mean? Here's what you need to know. What is a recession? In the UK, a recession is defined as a negative economic growth for 2 consecutive quarters. With the GDP falling for 2 consecutive months, this is still a way off, but some financial experts are warning that it could be a possibility down the line. The UK economy contracted for the second month in a row in April in the first back-to-back fall since COVID struck in 2020, as the cost of living crisis brought Britain's pandemic recovery to an abrupt end. Photo, Dominic Lipinski /PA. WireWhat happens in a recession? Recessions generally happen when there is a widespread drop in spending, an adverse demand shock. This may be triggered by various events, such as a financial crisis, an external trade shock, an adverse supply shock, the bursting of an economic bubble, or a large-scale anthropogenic or natural disaster, like a pandemic. During a recession, a number of negative effects may be felt. The economy will struggle, people may lose work as companies make fewer sales and their profit margins get smaller. Overall, the country's overall economic output declines and can even affect other countries that have strong trade links or are affected by similar issues. Is a recession likely in 2022? Recently, we have experienced at least 2 events that could spark a recession, with the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine conflict.